Hey everybody, Dano here from Every Day is Turkey Day, and today I have a review for you of Mark Waid's run on Daredevil, the first trade paperback, which is the first 6 issues, and it has art by Paulo Rivera and Marcos Martin. And this story basically picks up where Matt's identity our secret identity as Daredevil had previously been revealed. However, now it's been debunked, so now people still think that he's Daredevil, but now it's kind of like a myth more so. However, people using his secret identity still kind of plagues him in his everyday life, but it more so has to do now with he's jumping back into his lawyer gig, and people, are turning the cases of the clients he's representing into more so about him being Daredevil rather than, what's actually going on in the case. So it's kind of hurting his clients. So in that, he actually does this thing where he kind of then teaches his clients how to win the case by themselves, and arms them with all the knowledge and the lingo and things of that nature that they need to present in order to win their case. So that was pretty cool. However, I got to say, in this run, I didn't really like the first couple of issues. I thought it was kind of boring, and I thought Mark Waid wrote Daredevil as a bit of a jackass. But then by the third issue, it picked up, and I started liking it a lot more. As far as villains go in this, without, giving away too many spoilers, although I guess if you want to go into this blind, I would suggest just going and reading it if you want. But you have Claw in this, where the same Claw from like Black Panther. However, he's not necessarily in the form that you might recognize him from if you haven't been reading along. So it's pretty cool how they use him. Captain America shows up in this, as you do if you're Captain America and Daredevil. And then it pretty much deals with the last half of this book, Daredevil picking up a case of another blind man who was fired from a company and was looking to sue that company. And, you go down the rabbit hole, and it turns out that, there's a whole big conglomerate with a whole lot of terrorist organizations that were all trying to come together. And Daredevil has to, stop this. And then so you get like the last villain who, what was his name? He's kind of like a big brutish kind of guy who can throw off his mask, so he can like put all his mass in his hands. So that kind of messes with Daredevil too. And looking to, throw him and use his weight against him. But, obviously he eventually figures it out. And I gotta say, the last villain was kind of lame in my opinion. But it works for, just kind of putting something in there to, Bruiser was his name. Okay, yeah, so Bruiser kind of sucks. But, all in all, for the first trade paperback, it was decent. Like I said, it didn't blow me away, but it was cool. If you like Daredevil, you'll probably like this. However, the Daredevil in this, he's a lot more happy-go-lucky, which is a nice change. I do like the, dark, depressed, kind of aspect of Daredevil. That's why I like the character. However, it is a nice change of pace. And, I know a lot of people really love this run. And this is only 6 issues into it, so, there's a lot more to go. However, if I had to give it a score, I'd just give it a modest 3 out of 5. If you like Daredevil and you haven't read it yet, go ahead and read it. I suggest if you are trying to get into Daredevil, there's probably better books to pick up that, you'll probably like a lot more. However, I guess this wouldn't be a bad place to start, but, it's just my opinion. So anyways, thank you for listening. Appreciate you, and I'll see you next time. Peace.